Hey Algebra 2, I thought I would give you some quick tips on our homework tonight for the parabola since I was not here for 6th and 7th period, and 2nd period will need some extra help too. If you will look on your homework assignment, I want you to not use the equations that are written above problems 1 through 8. Please use the equations on the previous page. They're much easier to follow. But here is an example of number 1. I first have to solve for y, so I divided both sides by 16 and set that up as my single variable y is equal to negative 1/8 times x squared. I can deduce from that my vertex is at 0, 0. I need to find p, so a is equal to 1 over 4p, so I set negative 1/8 equal to 1 over 4p. You can solve that many ways, but some will want to use the cross multiplication. But p is equal to negative 2 when you've done that. Since p is negative, I know that this parabola is going to open down. My directrix is going to be the vertex plus 2 units. My focus is going to be the vertex down 2 units. So I go over to my picture, and I have sketched in my directrix, my vertex, and my focus. It's clearly marked. And over here to the steps to the side, I tried to give y'all a few hints on how to solve these. Solve for the single variable, either y is equal to or x is equal to. Step 2, solve for p. And step 3, count p units left or right or up and down to find the values for the focus and the directrix, and you just start sketching. I'm asking you not to do your homework on graph paper. We're just going to sketch like I did above. Just make sure it's clearly marked. We will work on plotting points the next time. I just don't want y'all to go on overload. Here is question 2. Again, I'm looking at y squared, not x squared. So that tells me that I'm going to have a horizontal parabola. And it looks like it's going to be positive. So it's going to open to the positive values to the right. When I solve for my single variable x, x will be equal to 1/6 y squared. And again, that is horizontal. I can see that my vertex is going to be 0, 0 because I have no hk values. Again, my a is 1 over 6, and that should be equal to 1 over 4p. When I solve for p, I get 1.5. Now that is my value that I am going to, in this case, add and subtract from my vertex. So I'm going to be looking at 1.5 units in both directions. So I'm going to take my vertex and add 1.5 to it. Will give me my focus of 1.5. And I'm going to take my vertex and subtract 1.5. And that gives me my directrix of x is equal to negative 1.5. I'm hoping that that gives you a few extra hints on your homework tonight. If I went too fast, you can go back and replay this, or you may go and look up Khan Academy and ask them to show you more graphing of conic parabolas, not quadratics, but conic section parabolas. But I also have given you slide number 3 for homework number 3 and tried to walk you through that. And number 4. So we worked half of the homework, and I want you to study it carefully and see if you can figure out how to do 5 through 8. And they, especially number 7 and 8, are a little bit of a challenge, but I think that y'all can do it. And if not, bring in your questions for clarification. Have a good evening, and I will see Algebra 2 2nd period tomorrow, and periods 6 and 7 on Thursday, although some of you have a field trip. So have a happy day. Take care. Signing off.